Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Game Channel. We're going to be continuing our Let's Play series for Pascal's Wager Definitive Edition. We left off last time without turning in any of the contract information we had gotten while we were in Edith, so go through and do that real quick. Oops. Help if I turn the desktop audio on, huh?
All the effort will eventually be paid off in full, including your own heart.
But it means nothing when a world is coming to an end.
Alright, so that'll expand her collection. That actually completes her contract completely. We have everything that she has unlocked now. Fanatic Sand is a good one.
Have you found an...
Didn't get anything for hers. Get something for him.
How's it?
Alright. So, we need to go finish up Edith, the last little portion that unlocks when you complete it for the first time. We're still missing a Hegi, but that Hegi's in the section that we're referring to. I don't know what is closer. Probably the Rekindled Shore is gonna be the closest. Head to the cave with all the lizards in it. Attack than I normally thought it takes to finish them off. Alright, best here to change our spawn location. See what we unlocked. Pale egg. Oh, that's nice, but staying at full HP is difficult. All right. There's several of these guys here. The really annoying ones. There's the ancient relic for Norwood. That's how we'll access the DLC, is going this, talking to him and going that way. So for now, what we're gonna start off doing is going in this passageway out here, because this leads to the dark realm, mist realm. So we can run around, get the items. And you don't have to kill the enemies in here to get the loot. There is several enemies. Will make looting it difficult. Oh right, I remember. Guys can be so difficult to fight. Alright, so we got an Amundus crystal and then rubble. Rolling. Just in case he comes out of nowhere. This scythe. Remember, going in those areas respawns all the enemies, so probably worth going in there first before taking on the big guys. Let's see what we have. Quite a few jars. Like we've got quite a few throwing knives too. So let's see. Let's see if we can put bleed on him first. See if we can take this one out purely with like ranged abilities. Alright, he's bleeding now. Good. Try the health potions. So that's our last Heggy for this area. So you should be able to get up here.
Those are the demiurges who joined the revolt.
Alright, so that's for the side quest. We need to go turn into the lady. So we found her son. He did. Another Amundus crystal, very nice. Alright, let's see if we can get some distance from this guy. I really hate fighting these guys at melee range. Very nice. Alright, so while we can, let's go turn in the side quest. And then we will go to the DLC area. Oh, freaking pot woman. That sucks. Thought we would catch it right as his animation finished. Jeez. Grannies with their scissors. Alright, so we should be able to run past most of this. Or not be able to run past any of it. Norwood and his fat body. That was embarrassing to watch, honestly. And I'm the one who did it. Alright. Put these on for no real reason, but all the characters have like an innate run speed. Norwood's is definitely quite a bit slower than like Terrence's. And when you unlock the other guy that we're about to unlock, his is like much faster than even Terrence's.
Have you found?
Yes, Father.
Then I'm relieved. I have completed my Oh, another long way.
So it's just Starry Honeywine for respecing your character. If you want that, then, you know, come complete the quest. It's not like you get experience, because that's not really a thing in here. I need to check how many bones we have. It looks like we don't have very many, because when we died, we only lost like 100. Normally, I think you lose like half your bones. Maybe you don't lose half, but we don't have enough to go get those boots yet. I'm gonna be a little upset. We need like 800 and something. 347, yeah, not even close to how much we need.
Everything all right?
Forgive me. I was lost in thought from these.
I hope this journey.
Then, let's set sail.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and go to the DLC area. This area is quite long, so we may have to break it into 2 episodes.
Curses. I hate boats.
Alright, so when you first arrive, you essentially lose
Len. Gerald.
your like companion. You can't swap to someone else. Let's see. Hold on to a lot of the bones because we're gonna start seeing vendors having things that they're selling for the fractured bodies, big bones, stuff like that. That'll open us later. There's even a like ladder drop down point that shortcuts to here also. There's 2 shortcuts you get to this area.
I thought you were fish food.
Guess I'm not very tasty. So, this is Ichthyosauria.
You should ask the guy who brought us here.
If he's still alive.
It looks like this storm won't let up for a while. So you might as well go and look for clues. But this old bag of... Don't worry. My owl look... It looks like we're not alone here.
These shattered planks. They've been here a long time.
I can still feel the breath of life somewhere on this island. Extremely faint.
Guys, like stamina bar is quite large, so we'll have to use the light attack into heavy attack more often to fully break it.
Look, it's Gerald.
Gerald! Gerald! Quick.
Enter the cave.
The Syndro's effect on you is getting stronger.
Don't worry. I'll get it under control before we gave this scarlet meteor fragment to Lord Ebbinghaus.
I don't know about that.
This curse will become my strength. As long as Ichthyosauria can be saved, I will have no regrets. Even if I become a monster. What on earth happened here?
That's exactly what I wanted to.
How did the Soul River dried up?
Perhaps something is messing with your head. Maybe you bumped it. Or maybe it's the Sandria.
Looks like we need to see Ebbinghaus as soon as possible to get some.
Is that the source of the Soul River? Walk upstream along.
Have you noticed our surroundings? It's like we're in...
You guessed right. Ichthyosauria is actually an ancient creature that has long gone extinct.
Oh, just great.
Don't worry. Ichthyosauria won't hurt us.
Whatever the case, I just hope I can live to see this Lord.
Alright, so now we have Gerald. Gerald's actually like a super speedy fighter. I actually really enjoy playing as him. Well, that was rough. Last time I came here, I did die quite a few times, and that was while being leveled up a bit more, so may have some issues here, but hopefully it won't be so bad since we've experienced it once before now. See, what have we unlocked here? Boon of Deceit. I did like this one whenever I was on the other playthrough. Stamina regen, stamina, and crit rate. It's really good. sure can take a beating. Actually have a damage buff right now because we're in the abnormal state on Terrence. Not responding to my clicks like I wanted it to. Got a little worried. Guy throwing stuff up there, so make sure you move through there quickly. Ooh. Actually, got this as a thing. Where is it at? This one. And their heads are in the ground like that, they can shoot up their little tentacles and grab you, and I think it poisons you, but it just does like a very considerable amount of damage. Just keep moving quickly through here. We've gotten flame daggers since we got in here. We've gotten poison daggers. Just really setting us up for something good. Alright, so right here is where it breaks into like multiple paths you can kind of go. So you can just take this down and pretty much get jumped because there's going to be a lot of guys down there. Or you can go this way. Get you an item and take these guys out one by one. Ooh, kind of dodged around. Caused our stab to not deplenish his stamina like we thought it would.
My
see what he's got. Cryptomundus, Amundus. The sea tooth bones and stuff are meant to upgrading Gerald, so since he's brand new to your party, has no upgrades, you'll need to grab all those. Max out fangs here. Good to have range capabilities. We have 25 and 22 of these. I don't think we need more, at least not right now. I have 13 debris. Only 4 rubble. We will need to come back and buy those 4 rubble. But a lot of big bones to go through. So here's the spot that if you come down the elevator, you essentially come out right here where there's one we killed on the left and the one we just killed on the right, and you kind of get jumped by both of them. Go ahead and wait a second and get our sanity back. We almost hit lunacy there. Wasn't paying attention. Alright. If I remember correctly, do not want to get, these are essentially like the things that the guys can do whenever they put their heads in the water, or heads in the ground. You want to be really careful walking over those. You can get close to them and they'll go off without you actually walking right on top of them. See? So you can kind of spring them before they poison. Did it again. The backup as we're going for the stab. Essentially 2 paths here. There's an upper one that we didn't go through, and then there's this lower one. And use the lower one to go back to the upper one. You will miss a couple items. We're actually going to go down. We're gonna kind of complete this lower section first because it's like completely separate, and then we'll go back and take the high ground, go for the second upper section. That's all of those. Maybe 1 or 2 more on the ground out here. It doesn't look like it though. The high ground does eventually lead to a shortcut to bring you down here.
Not a drop can be wasted. Not one drop. My friend. No. You've come too late. There's nothing left. Looks like you aren't going to give up. Well, go away. There's not enough left to share amongst ourselves.
What a strange fellow. What exactly is
Once you release the water, you can come back here and
that acrid smell is just not
and our reward. I'm gonna stay off to the side real quick. Let this guy pass so we can open up the shortcut. These purple ones are way more dangerous than the other ones. So if we accidentally die, we've got the shortcut unlocked now. Frick. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, no HP left. I thought that would kill him. Alright, so we're going to go back here. We need to level Jared up. Get Terrence back also. Let's see, he's a Dex character. Actually, endurance is his main thing. Where he gets his damage from. So he has a lot of he can evade during his combos. He has very quick attacks. A lot of his stuff builds Syndril on the enemy, which if you have any Syndril bonus like items and stuff, then that counts as that enemy because he's infected them with Syndril. He has many different combos depending on how many attacks you've done. So if you do 1 to 2 heavy attacks, then a left attack or a light attack, he does this one. If you do 3 to 4, then he does this one, and 5 or more, this one. And so very combo heavy. Very interesting character to play. So we need lots of those bones. So we saw the light attacks were not really interrupting this guy. Let's see if the heavy attacks will. Yeah, looks like it. Nice. Took him out much smoother that time. I think since we respawned all the enemies, maybe these will respawn too. Doesn't look like it. So because we didn't die, they didn't come back. Drag these guys out one at a time. All right, I'm gonna take this up. And then for the drop down path we were talking about earlier, stop your eating. Ow. Alright, so going to the left over here, drop down right here. You can get them to charge off like that. Don't fall off yourself. And drop down on the right over here. Chest. Back. ones with their head in the ground. His attacks definitely don't do stamina damage like Terrence's do. So trying to break someone's guard with him is quite a bit harder. Now, I don't know if you saw that guy just drop down over there. This is your first introduction to a different type of unit that is in this area, and they are quite difficult. But you're going to see him fight multiple of these guys here, because they'll all go and fight him. Sometimes he'll kill them all, sometimes he won't. Really depends on how much they gang up on him. He's killed 2 of them so far. I kind of want him to go that direction. There you go. Fight him, please. That's the one that we already lowered. So he was... Oh, he actually did kill him. Cool. Gonna just let us backstab him again. The AI is a little wacky there. We'll have to fight plenty of these guys later on, so it's not a big deal that I didn't really show you what he looks like right now. But don't worry, we'll fight plenty of them later. I did not mean to do that. We did need to come down here though. In here, the Heggies don't give you the items they normally do. They drop different Heggy stones, which you use them to unlock a optional boss. One thing about Jared that I haven't really covered yet is he has a additional sort of character effect for when he does perfect dodges. As you can see at the bottom where his health potions and effects are, is those 6 points around the one sphere on the left. Those light up and you can transfer those as marks to the enemy whenever you do the perfect dodges, and then that gives you extra damage that kind of explodes as a big chunk of damage. So for bosses it's really nice. For little enemies in between, it's not really that common that you need to dodge, so We did lose Terrence. Gonna go ahead and rest. Terrence is still by far our stronger character. Super clean. What we want to see. Again, we didn't fully die. What we can do now is we can go this way instead. Now you are required to go this way to proceed, just this is the other way of go about it. Actually, nope, I lied. You can go that way if you didn't need to go. You had already unlocked the shortcut portion. You just use this. This is all optional, so you're not after like every single item and whatnot. Just go ahead, go that way. If you're a completionist, stick around. Something just died. You got bones from it. Guessing something fell somewhere. I kill you if we kick you off? Yep. Cool. Alright, let's see if we can do this dodge a bit better this time. It's actually going to take some time because he'll go all the way to the other side and then come back. We can actually come in here and kill this one. Then go back over here. Right on the edge. Facing over there so we can have a clear dodge. out of his path when he comes charging us, and we're trying to dodge at the last possible moment. Okay. I guess we'll just do it this way then. Heavy attacks didn't interrupt him that time. Looks like the dude killed every single one of them this time. Alright, so that's where we're trying to go. That's not good. Poison could have been an issue. You can fight that guy down there on that little platform. It's just annoying because it's such a small platform. Can't really dodge his attacks very much. I am gonna sneak the entire way here. Try and get behind this guy. So you do get a clear view of him here now. They have some crazy ass weapons. They do a lot of flipping and all kinds of stuff like Jared does. Get that without falling off. Got it. Barely. 18 bone fragments. Was the risk worth the reward? Possibly not. Alright, so the main thing that we got when we came back this way just to complete this section was the rubble, which is good. And now we're back at the lift. He's not breaking their guard at all, their stamina at all, like Terrence does. Yeah, be careful, there's one patrolling here. There we go. Game isn't liking how quickly Jared moves. Ooh. Had a bit more reach on it than I thought I did. Right, so there's this way down, but also the only way to reach the item in the boat is by dropping off. So that drop onto this first. Jared almost moves so quick that it's kind of hard to control him and lose kind of it's kind of hard to do minor movements. This one's an NPC.
You can't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep.
Got the shortcuts.
Your shadow must have fell asleep.
Why?
There's a man-eating demon inside. It whispers in an eerie tone that would make... Of course, if you only want to end your meaningless life.
Fearsome demon.
No one knows what it looks like. I've seen...
Why did the Soul River dry up?
It's already distant history. It has long been forgotten. Everything here has fallen.
What are you waiting for?
Water.
But it looks like it's all.
Though it may be a foolish wait, one must believe that if only we could get the water back, we could find the meaning of existence again. I don't want to die in silence. My heart keeps reminding me that I used to have. I don't want to die in obscurity like this. I cannot help you.
Saint's broken spear. So I'm sure that's a trophy of some kind.
Look, there's a cave over there. We'll look from there.
Big bones, nice.
Looks like this demon has a peculiar hobby. Did you hear that? Something's coming toward us.
Camera angles jumping a whole lot. So heavy attack to break that. This is the passageway back here. Us can get Terrence back now and pretty much be right where we were. I think there we have another upgrade. Possible. let's get this one. And this, and okay, so that gives us some extra attacks. Let's see if we can unlock anything on Terrence. Yeah, it looks like we've got quite a bit to unlock actually. Let's get most of the stuff for being in the abnormal status with him. Storing health and sanity when you use potions and elixirs while in the abnormal state. Continuous dodges in the abnormal state, very nice. And then damage while in abnormal state. We have the Milos bottle on, that'll really help us out. Next couple ones we get, we'll want to get the last few upgrades for his abnormal state. So get his HP back to what it should be. I think something else that we can do too, but I can't remember. Alright, so we'll unlock that shortcut a bit later. Man, the camera is jumping a ton. I thought that it was like a latency issue the first time I came through here, but I think it's just this area. For some reason, the camera likes to spin a lot in this area. Oh man. I thought with that 15% damage increase now, we'd have enough to kill him. There's another diamond, okay. There's a much closer look at those guys.
Hopefully, you can tell us something about what's going on here.
Kill them in one rotation now, so that's actually a decent improvement from before. We had to do almost 2 full rotations to kill them. Where are you going? I did not hold that. Did the hold action, which cost me the entire rage bar. That's unfortunate.
Hey, take it easy. They won't find this place. It's weird. You guys seem fine, so there isn't any real Soul River water down there.
Why is everyone thirsting for this cursed river water?
You've already forgotten. The people of Ichthyosauria are cursed. Only by drinking water from the Soul River can they manage to remember some fragments of the past. But because of the Wall of Silence, the lower reaches of the river have long dried out. It's become harder and harder to find pure Soul River. To be honest, I regret wasting my last bottle to save you just now.
Wall of Silence?
It was built by those selfish guys up there. If there were a way to open it, we wouldn't need to kill each other like this.
Gerald, why didn't you tell us about this?
I don't understand. I've no memory of any of this.
It's because you went too long without drinking the Soul River water, so you've completely forgotten the past.
Those creatures you drew away, what exactly are they?
Scavengers. That's what everyone calls them. They specialize in hunting and killing madmen like you who want...
Why do they do that?
Maybe to prevent people from finding more Soul River water. Maybe it's just out of pure hate.
Is there any other way to go further?
Unfortunately not. If you want to get close to the Wall of... Even if you're lucky enough to escape, you have...
How do you know all this?
I cannot choose what to remember or forget. In Ichthyosauria, if you want to have the past at all, you have to accept it without question.
Sea-tooth bone. Drop down right here. It's insanely close to those three guys. You do not want to fight all three of those at the same time. Wow. Wow. That was pretty outrageous. Like a complete noob right there. Just got destroyed. Alright, so let's see. Then we want to transfer out here to something. We bought all the huge fangs, right? Put those on. Not anything we're going to use right now, but let's go ahead and come back to here and use those couple items we just picked up. So for Terrence, we have crystal that we can increase the drop rate of materials. We can still increase his maximum health and his max sanity, and then extra rage on successful hits. So that's 3 crystals that we need. Getting potions and elixirs quicker is always good. These guys will actually let them turn around. Lined them up there. We were hitting both of them, which is really good. Otherwise, that could have gone poorly again. Be one more here. Man. Need to check if it's... I think we just haven't leveled up very much. Issue here. We have really low HP. There's our first 2 dodges for the extra syndrome marks. There's a third one. See, they put a debuff on him that if we do a heavy attack, makes it explode like that. But that's kind of his special, unique thing. It's really cool, honestly. How much of this do we have? 579. We just lost a third of it. We would have had enough to go get the boots. We should have done that, honestly. Makes things so much quicker. Take this one out since the other one can't come up to us. And then we will... Yeah. Now let's not die to the singular one of these guys that's over here. they can parry your attacks, which is a bit annoying like that. Luckily they don't get like a riposte off of it or anything, but it just negates the damage completely. So it's better to do continuous quick attacks against them, as they don't have time to usually parry those. It's the long wind-up attacks that they usually parry. Frick. Forgot about that. I'm used to having the boots, and which means that these guys don't even attack you. We're able to kind of chain him down whenever we finally could get up on him. All these corpses explode if you get close to them. Obviously dodging through his attacks is not very easy. He's not for me. Ow. Oh, something else that Gerald can do, he can dodge like 5 times in succession, which can be really helpful. Nice, we got another tooth bone.
I saw water coming from the Chitteries. Ah, water.
Is that all?
What are you doing?
Shh. I'm looking for. I know it sounds gross, but it's better than risking my life against those monsters. Take this. You don't seem so interested in Soul River water. That's
Lord Ebbinghaus.
Ebbinghaus. I heard about him. The saint who gave his life.
What a startling discovery.
I don't believe it.
Of course, in Ichthyosauria, no one can be too confident in their memory. So don't worry about it. Anyway, As long as the gatekeeper is still there, no one even thinks.
How did you find this place?
I heard my parents mention it a long time ago. There was once a revolt. They disposed of the corpses in the. It was around that time that the Wall of Silence was shut. And not long after, the Soul River.
What about your parents?
I don't.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I've already accepted that they aren't. I would also advise you to stop this suicidal venture. No one knows what it even looks like up there now.
Oh, come on. Stuck on a wall. Ow. Okay, I guess that at least drops us to something that we didn't get previously. Stupid though. Can you stop that? Ugh. What was it? Huge fang, huh?
I don't know how much time has passed. Again and again. Every time I remember my mission, I try to awaken his imprisoned soul. But I could never break through that heart. I could only watch him slowly lose himself to become a killing machine. This cursed wall of silence. This cursed Ichthyosauria. We were never. Only darkness remains before my eyes.
Gave us something. Tooth bone, nice. This unit freaking sucks. And honestly, the only way that I've found to reliably kill them is by breaking their guard repeatedly. So I am not even going to try with Gerald here. Instead, we're just going to dashy dash past him.
My store has been.
Buy the 2 sea tooth bones. Opt out on these, don't need any of that. Probably need the rubble.
Generous.
Alright, so here's our other shortcut to the very beginning. Let's see, what did we unlock? Got the pattern for Soul River Water, Slumber Vessel. It's a pretty good one. Go ahead and rest. We did get the, what, sea tooth bone, right? So let's go ahead and use that real quick. Actually, I have quite a few. We've unlocked his full combat capability. Want this? Alright, less rage and less energy. That's good. Alright, so here is actually where we're going to stop for this episode. We're at an hour and a half already. There's still quite a bit more of this level, so we'll pick up next time. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode of Let's Play for Pascal's Wager. If you did, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.